Hey YouTube. So how many of you guys out there are experiencing buyer's remorse? I'm sure there's a few of you. Last weekend we had the big snowstorm. Here at the house we ended up with about 5 inches of snow, and it's been a week and it's still out there, but the roads cleared up after 2 days and everything basically went back to normal. A lot of people went out and did the old panic buying, and they went out and they stocked up on things they probably didn't need and probably aren't going to be able to use before they're not usable. I guess the smart folks went out and maybe got some canned food, some cans of soup and beef stew and vegetables and so forth. But a lot of people, the first thing they hit, they hit the meat department. They grab all the chicken, they grab all the ground beef, they grab all the pork chops and the roasts, and you get them home. You only got so much room in your freezer, so some of it goes in there, some of it goes in the fridge. You use what you do over the next couple of days, and then now we have to figure out how we're going to store this so we haven't wasted all that money. Yeah, if you've got room in your freezer, that is great. But meats and vegetables in the freezer will eventually get frostburn on them, and they're just not very appetizing. So you go down there in a few months and you pull it out and it just looks gross and it ends up going in the trash. Well, I don't have that issue. If I do impulse buy and get too much, well, I take it. With meats, I tend to go ahead and cook them first and then process them through the Blue Alpine. Get them shelf stable so they're good for 20-30 years, and they get put up. So think about how much extra you spent and how much food you throw away every year, how much money that is. Do the math, and I think you're going to come to the conclusion that a $3,000 investment on a freeze dryer might not be such a bad thing. And you gals out there, your husband's starting to get a little older like me, looking at that retirement thing. You know what? Before he does something stupid like go out and buy an '84 Camaro that needs to be restored, get him a Blue Alpine. Not only is he doing something that's fun, gives him something to concentrate on, work at setting up your food storage for tough times or just for peace of mind. Cheap investment, pays off in the long run. Well, even in the short term. I think in the year that we've had ours, the amount of food that we've been able to freeze dry and put up, the stuff that we've used, the candy and fruit that we've made and consumed or either given to friends and family, I'm sure we've more than paid off what we invested to begin with. So gals, if your husband starts looking at Facebook Marketplace at old Camaros and so forth, yeah, point him over towards a freeze dryer situation. Send him over to Blue Alpine. There's a link in the description. Now there's another freeze dryer that has a YouTube channel. She's a gal. She's up in Alaska. I believe her channel is called the Freeze Dry Society. The gal's a hoot. I mean, I watch all of her videos, learn a lot from her. She has a different brand of freeze dryer than I do, but great content, and check her out. Good channel, check it out. One of the things she's been doing, I think she started it at the beginning of the year, is she has a goal of putting up 365 meals through the freeze dryer in a year. And when Becky and I were watching her content and saw that, I'm like, that's a great idea. I'm going to see if I can do that as well. And so here it is. We're 1 month into the new year. And as you can see, these packages here are meals. prepared for long-term storage, Mylar bags, oxygen absorbers, and typically each one of these bags contains 4 servings. So I've got 3, 5, 8, 10 bags. That's 40 servings of food, 40 meals in 30 days. Now that doesn't include the fact that I've done a couple of runs of candy. I've done several runs of freeze-dried fruit because I got into this jam thing. I've been making jam. I'm getting old. But anyway, so we've done the fruit, we've done all these meals, and then I've done 2 runs of the puppy powder, you know, with the livers and the greens and the sweet potatoes and the pumpkin. So the machine has been running, and aside from having 40 meals in these bags ready to go at a moment's notice, we've had other stuff as well. And so I'm going to continue with this challenge that the gal over there at Freeze Dry Society has put up, and we'll make reference to it in future videos and keep you all up to date on what's going on and how things are looking. The other thing we'll be rechecking in on the freeze-dried sourdough starter that I'm experimenting with, and who knows what else is coming. But thanks for showing up to Live Long and Freeze Dry. Don't forget to check out the little old gal up in Alaska, and we'll leave you with that. Stay well, stay safe, and live long and freeze dry.